and she went silent. Then she smirked, and she's like, oh wait, I like that, say that again. Nope. That's when I realized I was one missed deadline away from being turned into her personal assistant. In and out of the office. Can I just say I love that I'm now telling the traumatic inducing stories I was too gun shy to tell beforehand? Alright, so take it in. I just graduated from college for the 3D animation art and design program. And bro, was I hungry. I was looking for a new place I could just really sink my teeth into and make a name for myself in the animation, video game, or art industry. I just wanted to start, bro. I was ready. But for some unfortunate reason, every single studio I had my heart set up for, be it from video games, TV, animation, film, VFX, you name it, they were already packed to the brim with artists and animators. Get out! Our nigga quota is full! Seriously, it was like trying to get drafted to the NFL or something. I spent days just aimlessly applying to gigs, hoping to get something, anything, just to at least build some experience. And one actually wanted to give me a shot. And so it begins. Suckers. Now, I was thinking your boy finally made it. I slipped through those cracks. I'm now going to be working in some of the hugest studios to be named Sony, 20th Century Fox, or even PlayStation. It was a small graphic design shop that basically specialized in printing banners and brochures for small local businesses and whatnot. Like, I was bummed, but not bummed, because at least I had a job, you know? And I was just starting out, so regardless, I had to get my feet wet in this industry some way, somehow. Besides, I was still working at GameStop, just on-call and on weekends, so I had that as a backup buffer just in case this place turned out to be like a waking nightmare. Alright, so boom! I walked in on my first day, and bro, when I say it was a small graphic design studio, I mean it was hella small. I mean, it was me, 3 people who looked like they ran Tumblr fan pages in 2009, and her. She was in her 30s, and dressed like she had a Pinterest board for boss babes, and had the kind of energy that screamed, I drink wine alone, and I have questions about your love life. From that moment I walked through that door, it was like I unlocked a cheat code to her attention. It got really weird, I'm not gonna lie. And now I'm gonna be sharing that trauma with you. So today, I'm giving y'all the 10 very real, very ridiculous reasons why my manager was low-key, high-key, all over me. And no, HR didn't exist, bro. Like, this place was too small for rules. So, like, yo, buckle up. Reason number 1. I was the new guy. Look, when you're the new person, people naturally get curious, but she treated me like I was the new hot neighbor on the block who doesn't own curtains. Every little thing I did, she had to check in on. Need help logging in? I was like, no, I'm good. Want me to show you how the coffee machine works? I'm good. It's clearly labeled. I got it. You sure you don't need help with anything? Like adjusting your posture? That chair can be kind of funny. Adjusting my like... Ma'am, are we flirting or fixing scoliosis? Like, what's going on here? I actually have scoliosis, so that joke is actually kind of funny to me. Needless to say, she had quite the fascination with me, but I'm not even gonna lie. It got a little bit crazier from there. Reason number 2. I was big, and I was tall. Now, I'm over 6 feet tall and built like a linebacker who got lost and ended up in Adobe headquarters. That's why I'm here. That's why I like to animate. That's why I like to draw cartoons and hunched over a desk for years on end. But she would constantly be like, oh my god, you're so tall. I feel so tiny next to you. Like, ma'am, this is a workplace, not a Wattpad fanfic. Like, what are you telling me right now? Like, yo, one time she dropped her pen and I bent down to pick it up. You know, just to be nice, just to be a gentleman and whatnot. And she said, wow, you're really flexible for someone your size. And I'm like, yo, what does that even mean? Like, are we designing logos or testing my ability to be on the casting couch? Like, bro, this job was so crazy. It wasn't bad, but it's just that she would just say and do shit that just made me feel a type of way. You know what I mean? Reason number 3. I was the youngest. I was the baby of the studio. Everyone else there was in their 30s or pretending they weren't at least. She was constantly calling me kid or the baby of the team while simultaneously licking her lips like she just found a new meal prep. Now, you tell me, person watching this, bro, you tell me if this is weird. She once said, you remind me of my ex, except you smile more and you've got nicer hands. Girl, are you critiquing my font choices or fantasizing about my fingers? This was one of the most craziest things. And what I did, honestly, I just kind of like, you know, did my little smile and tried to like brush it off. But bro, I'm just like, yo, this girl's trying to, bro, what's going on? Yo, enjoying the video so far? What if I told you an altered version? a true version of my work, a place packed with exclusive character art, animation, gifts, and more. You can even check out my new Sisters of Battle series, plus other games parodies I'm working on, and all other type of fire content. But it doesn't reside here, brother. It's only on my Patreon. With your help, I can create even more animations, cartoons, and awesome projects for you to enjoy. Bro, every little bit helps, and you'll get to see all the behind-the-scenes action. So what are you waiting for, brother? Support your boy. Reason number 4. I was the only one who knew how to use social media, or, well, I guess in this case, TikTok. Every time there was a social media job, she'd be like, oh no, I don't get TikTok, or oh no, how does Instagram work? Maybe you could show me, you know, after hours? After hours! I want to go home! I want to play Super Mario Odyssey! Like, Miss Ma'am, do you want help making reels, or do you want me to teach you how to thirst trap with good lighting? Like, which one is it at this point? Reason number 5, and this one was so dumb, but it was a real thing. I brought my own lunch. Hear me out. This one sounds super innocent, right? Wrong. I brought my own meal prep lunch once. Like, you know, chicken, rice, vegetables. This is when I was going really insanely hard in the gym. And suddenly she's like watching me eat like I'm on my own mukbang live stream or some shit. Like, bro, it was insane. She was like, wow, you cook? That's so domestic. I said, yeah, I like to meal prep. And she goes, I like a man who knows how to take care of his meat. I choked on broccoli. I did not know what was going on at that point in time, but I just realized, yo, I gotta finish this job. I can't quit in the middle of this job, bro. Like, I gotta make sure I finish my contract. I can't leave. Reason number 6, and it's actually fairly common to be real with you. I actually did my work. The bar in that office was literally on the floor. Like, people would barely submit half-finished logos and calling it, oh, it's minimalist. Oh, it's just white space. Oh, it's what, like, bro, you just didn't want to do the work. I came in and actually hit deadlines. Suddenly, I'm getting daily compliments. You're so disciplined. You're so focused. And one day she's like, I love a man who knows how to use his tools. Keep it up, Lenny. Girl, it was a Wacom tablet. Like, yo, relax. I'm not trying to hear this anymore. Reason number 8, and I know this one sounds stupid, but I promise you it's real. I helped her move a box. I'm not even lying. One day she asked me to move a heavy box of paper rings from the supply closet. I picked it up, and she just stood there, biting her lip, like I was reenacting a scene from 50 Shades of Graphic Design, bro. I don't know. She goes, wow, strong and creative. You keep it up. Girl, I moved 2 rooms of paper, not a couch, but okay. You know, I'll take a compliment when I can get one. And reason number 9. This is the definitive reason behind all of them. Reason number 9. Not 10. 9. 10 actually put a nail in the coffin, but 9 was a definitive reason. Hear me out. She was going through a breakup. Yep. I found out she was fresh out of a 4-year relationship with a dude who looked like a failed DJ or some shit. I don't know. And suddenly, I became her emotional support intern, even though I was just there to do my job and go home as fast as humanly possible. She'd come into my cubicle and be like, he never made me laugh the way you do, Len. It's so funny. Like, ma'am, I can't do this for you. Like, shoot. Like, my jokes weren't even that funny. Like, shoot, it was just, I was asking for design options and she would laugh over it. Like, they weren't even jokes. And lastly, reason number 10 was so stupid, but it was one of the things that made things go from, like, bad to catastrophic. Like, there's no other way I can really think about it. But here it is. I accidentally called her ma'am, not mom, not mom, you know, not baby, not whatever the case. Like, you know, I was being respectful, like I just said. I said, yes, ma'am, during a meeting, and she went silent. Then she smirked, and she's like, oh, wait, I like that. Say that again. Nope. That's when I knew, that's when I realized I was one missed deadline away from being turned into her personal assistant. In and out of the office. And bro, we weren't having that, remember. We're just here to get our experience and dip. That was it. Now, this is just an introduction to my manager. Let's just call her Audrey. A lot more crazy things happened with Audrey that during my 1.5 years in graphic design before I got my actual animation gig happened. She was fun. She was weird. She was quirky. She was lonely, I could tell, but she gave me a chance at my very first quote-unquote studio job. Audrey was a wild one, but she was a fun one. And, bro, there's so much more. Let me know if y'all want to hear more that happened, because a lot did happen. Yo, what up, Friendster? It's Lennester, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. Yo, I just want to let you guys know right now, if you guys want to see some more things that I can't show on YouTube, check it out at Patreon. And not to mention, guys, a lot more stuff actually does happen in these videos. I'm going to be branching out and talking about a lot more things that before I was like, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But now at this point, I'm just like, yeah, no, we're just going in. So be on the lookout for that. And I'm going to try to keep up consistently with posting every Friday, Saturday around there So yeah, with that being said, guys, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon for more content that I can't show here. And of course, I will talk to y'all in the next one. Alright guys, I'm gone. Later.